Olá, internet.
Sério, alguém me belisca. Eu não consigo acreditar até agora que eu entrevistei o Neil Patrick Harris. Eu sou muito fã dele por causa de How I Met Your Mother. Ele é o Barney na série. E agora ele tá estreando como Olaf, o vilão protagonista de Desventuras em Série, a nova série da Netflix que estreia sexta-feira, dia 13.
Hello, 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 children.
Eu queria fazer o desafio da Foquinha com ele, uma brincadeira do tipo que eu sempre faço, mas o manager dele não aprovou na hora, porque ele não tá querendo muito nessa vibe de brincadeira e tal, ele queria mais conversar sobre a série. Então, na hora, eu tive que mudar meus planos e fazer uma entrevista normal sobre a série também, que é muito legal. Então, eu improvisei lá na hora algumas perguntas e eu fiquei muito nervosa, assim, juro, porque ele acha que foi uma das pessoas que eu sou mais fã que eu entrevistei na vida. Então, eu já tava nervosa por ser ele, eu já tava nervosa por ser uma entrevista em inglês e eu fiquei mais ainda nervosa porque eu tive que improvisar na hora algumas perguntas e tal, um pouquinho antes da entrevista. Então, assim, eu já aviso que eu tô meio com cara de trouxa. Tô meio não, eu tô com muita cara de trouxa a entrevista inteira. Até erro umas palavras em inglês e tudo mais. Então, assim, relevem, por favor, tá bom, amores? Fiquem aí com a minha entrevista com o Neil Patrick Harris. It's really nice to meet you.
You too.
In the series, you play the villain Olaf, who disguises himself as bizarre characters. Which was the most difficult and drawn-out makeup?
Well, gosh, they were all different in their own ways. Olaf took a long time to really zero in. It went from about 3.5 hours every morning to about 2.5 hours.
Oh my God.
But it was a lot every day, different nose, different, it was new every single day. Stefano was hard because I had to shave my head.
Yeah.
So every single morning I would have to get up and for 20 minutes shave my head, which is really difficult.
And which was the most bizarre for you? Like,
That was bizarre.
yeah.
Being completely bald
Yeah.
was tricky. Shirley was crazy because she was a woman, but a curvy woman. So I had a bra, and that was fine. But I had this big ass pad that made me have a big butt, so I couldn't really take a dump. Captain Sham was weirdly maybe the most difficult. I had an eye patch, so it was hard to see.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of makeup on, but then I also had a peg leg. So they cast my knee, and then I had a peg leg cast, and my leg was hiked up and attached to my body, so I couldn't really sit down, and I had to use crutches and everything when I was walking around. So they didn't make it easy for me, but
Hard work.
I enjoyed the hard work because Olaf is never really satisfied or happy. So if in every role it was something equally difficult in its own weird way, which just annoyed Olaf to no end.
What was your favorite character?
It was fun to be Shirley on set because I was dealing with a lot of middle-aged, heterosexual Canadian crew members, and I pretended that Shirley was a slut. So I would just say really obnoxiously rude things to the crew and not break character and see how far I could take it without having to really lift up my skirt, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I got pretty
Right.
far.
You are almost unrecognizable. Are you going to tell your children that is you playing that villain?
They saw me. I would
Yeah.
FaceTime with them every day. We filmed it in Vancouver, which is on the west coast of America, of the world. And our family lives in New York on the east coast
Yeah.
of the American part of the world. And so every day at the end of my lunch break was pretty much when they were getting ready for bed. So I would FaceTime with them, and depending on what day it was, I looked like somebody new.
And how was the reaction?
They were freaked out by it, but I would let them know what was coming up. And I also showed them how the makeup was put on, and I showed them who was putting it on, and I showed them the process, because I think information is very important in life.
Yeah.
The more information I can gather, the better decision making I think I can make. And so I feel the same way for our kids. I don't want to say, oh, Papa's at work.
Yeah.
I'm at work, here's what I look like. I want to show them I'm at work, and this is what I do, and this is how long it takes, and it's crazy, and now you have an idea of what I do for a living.
That's awesome. By the way, your family is the best.
Thanks. Tell them that at bedtime.
Do you prefer to shoot with kids or with adults?
Well, they're just so different.
Yeah.
I mean, adults are asked, when you're working with adults, you're expecting them to be skilled. Like where we are right now. Like we are expecting the camera people to know how to operate the camera because they went to school and studied it.
Yeah.
When you're acting with kids, you're expecting them to be intuitive and not be trained, because a trained child actor acts very much like he's trained, and that's kind of obnoxious.
Yeah.
So you want them to be not trained and not skilled, and that comes with the good and the bad, because they don't really have the education and training, but they have a purity in their spirit. So, and they're only allowed to work a few hours. But when you get good film and good performances from kids, there's something, I think, extra magical in there.
Just to finish, if we had access to your Netflix account, what would you see?
I've been watching a lot of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
I watched Stranger Things. I just started watching Sense8, and it's sexy.
Yeah.
I mean, in the pilot, there was a cop who was pretty much naked and hot, and there were two chicks banging each other in the pilot. So I can't wait for the orgy episode.
Okay, great. Thank you, Neil.
Yeah, you're welcome.
E se você curtiu esse vídeo, dá um like, comenta aí, compartilha com seus amigos. E se você curtiu minha cara de trouxa durante o vídeo todo, também dá um like, tá bom? Obrigada. E se inscreve no canal se você não é inscrito. Ah, e dia 13, sexta-feira, estreia Desventuras em Série na Netflix, não vai perder. E depois me conta o que você achou, hein? Te vejo no próximo vídeo, na próxima zoeira. Valeu, falou!